It is 4:30. We'll go ahead and call the February 17th meeting to order. We'll start with our Pledge of Allegiance and our invocation by Councilmember Frank Stevenson.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, we just come here at this time in this place, trusting in your presence and provision. Serve the staff of this city, Lord, are working hard. And discernment in the matters that come before. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes. Misty Cavanaugh. Here. Marvin Hightower.
Present.
Adam Townsend.
Here.
Larry Knopfsinger.
Here.
Frank Stevenson.
Here.
Glenda Wade. Mayor, we do have a quorum.
Right, before we move into approval of minutes, I do want to just mention to you all that we had a great conversation with Councilmember Glenda Wade today. She is on the mend and she is doing much better, so your continued thoughts and prayers for Ms. Wade would be much appreciated. Our order of business is the approval of the minutes from February 2nd.
The February 2nd, 2026 City Council meeting was held at the City Council chambers, and it was called to order by Mayor Kevin Cotton. We had the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation by Councilmember Marvin Hightower. All members, the mayor and all city council members except for Glenda Wade was present for the meeting. We had approval of minutes of January 20th, 2026. We had approval of bills and payroll. We had a proclamation. We had a department report from Transportation Department and Deputy City Administrator Brad Long. We had a business license report. We had in new business, we had a municipal order where an appointment of Rick Skelton to the Code Enforcement Board was approved, and then we had an adjournment.
Any corrections to the minutes? If not, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move into the approval of bills and payroll.
Yes, we have the total general fund of $357,345.07. Total sanitation and maintenance of $159,638.78. Total electric utility office of $137,696.56. Total water filter of $211,245.55. Total wastewater collection and treatment of $365,329.28. We have an estimated biweekly payroll, governmental of $67,432.66, police of $167,978.61, fire $187,716.81, transportation of $34,658.36, cemetery of $14,685.85, park $22,620.88, sanitation of $52,793.04, maintenance garage of $9,033.77, light fund of $102,931.65, wastewater treatment of $20,599.94, wastewater collection of $43,338.48, water and filter of $70,275.56 for a total estimated biweekly payroll of $794,065.61.
Do I have a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
So moved.
Second.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we will move into our department reports. I will open it up for any questions for Deputy City Administrator Brad Long. If anybody has any questions for him from before. I know we talked about a lot of retail development at the last meeting, so if anybody has any questions for him, he'll be more than happy to step up and answer those. If not, we'll move into our fire department report with Assistant Fire Chief Jeff Mayfield.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. So our report's going to look a little bit different this month than it has in the previous several years. We're in the middle of transitioning from our reporting software we've used for the last 12 years to a new system. So right now it's a collaboration of using both softwares where once everything's fully implemented, we'll be over to the new software completely. So for the month of January, the fire department responded to a total of 158 incidents. 96 of those were medical and 62 were fire and other, which incorporates motor vehicle accidents, hazardous material calls, and that sort of thing. There was 39 incidents that overlapped for a percentage of 24.68. The pre-incident value for fire loss was $241,200 with a total fire loss of $206,200. Dispatch to responding was 2 minutes and 7 seconds, and dispatch to arriving on scene was 5 minutes, 24 seconds, with an average time on scene of 52 minutes and 29 seconds. The personnel completed 1,033 hours of training for the month. There was 21 fire prevention inspections, 56 code enforcement cases were handled for the month, 7 community programs was put on by the fire department with a total of 2,069 adult contacts and 1,030 child contacts for the month. So on page 2, where on page 1, the individual station response times are blank. Page 2 reflects the individual station times. That's pulled from our new system that we're going to be using, so y'all can look at individual station response times there. And pages 3 and 4 of your packet will have a more detailed breakdown of the incident types that we responded to, as far as shows like on the fire calls, the outside fires, like rubbish fires and stuff we were called to, versus the actual structural fires where we had 8 for the month. So pages 3 and 4 have a more detailed breakdown of types of incidents that we responded to. The page 4 where it talks about rescue, transportation, that's a motor vehicle accident. This is all, it was a federal mandate from the federal government where the national reporting system has now different incident breakdowns where it's more detailed. So that's what this new software corresponds to. So, and then pages 5 and 6 just have lists of where we did our pre-incident surveys, what businesses that our personnel were in, and the community events that we attended for the month. So if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Questions for Assistant Chief Mayfield? All right, thanks, sir. Next, we'll hear from the Police Chief, Steve Bryan.
Mayor Cotton and council members. This will be the police department report for January 2026. So we answered a total of 3,473 call responses, made 183 total arrests, 63 felonies, and 120 non-felonies, investigated 43 accidents, and average response time is 4.58 minutes. On to page 2. Drug seizures for the month. The total street value seized 24,714, and the most commonly seized drug was methamphetamine. On to page 5. The traffic accident highest times were Thursdays at 1 p.m. And then on the last page, crime statistics. Part 1 crimes this calendar year to date, down 33%. All others down 42%, and the total's down 42%. Be happy to answer any questions.
Questions for the chief? All right, thanks, sir. Next, we'll move on to our zoning report. Ms. Mandy Todd.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. For the month of January, the zoning office issued 2 residential addition permits, 4 residential accessories, and 1 residential alteration, 2 commercial alterations, for a total of 9 building permits. Total fees collected were $1,494, and the total construction cost was $320,500. We also issued 1 sign permit, 3 demo permits, 5 HVAC permits and 11 mobile food vendor permits. So the total activity for the month was 29 permits issued. Total fees collected, $3,269. And then you also have, in your packet, showing the detail of the building permits for the month. Questions?
Questions for Ms. Mandy Todd?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll move on to new business. Our first order of new business is the first reading of an ordinance 2026-01, an ordinance amending Chapter 37.11 relating to the Code Enforcement Board.
Chapter 37.11 states that meetings of the board shall be held as necessary on the fourth Monday at 5 p.m. at the City Council Chambers at 77 North Main Street, second floor. And then the other change is if the regular meeting falls on a legal holiday, the meeting shall take place on the next day at the same hour.
All right. Our next order of business is Resolution 2026-02, adoption of 2026 personnel policy.
Whereas the City of Madisonville has made changes to the personnel policy that was adopted on January 21st, 2025, now therefore be it resolved, the City of Madisonville does hereby adopt the updates that are attached to the 2026 City of Madisonville Employee Handbook. And I have all of those updates attached there, everything that they have changed, most of them are in red. And then also the pages, I think, the fourth page of that is changes from the IT department where they are making changes to that personnel policy as well.
Do I have a motion to approve the changes to the 2026 personnel policy?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have an item for discussion. We have a request for permission to close Court Street on July the 11th, 2026, and October the 31st, 2026 for Bluegrass Food Truck Festival.
Yes, I have been requested by, Melissa Bruner had came in requesting to have a hot rod and custom car show on July the 11th and a Bluegrass Food Truck Festival on October the 31st on Court Street from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. She's also requesting that to block the street off at 8 a.m. She's filled out an application for the First United Bank Plaza, and with that, she would also like to request to use the police station parking lot and the fire department parking lot. And if approved, they would need the road closed sign and some trash dumpsters.
Have a motion to approve the closure of Court Street and permission to use the parking lots for the fire department and police department on July the 11th, 2026 and October 31st, 2026.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions?
That suit the chiefs. They're both sitting there.
Yeah, both Saturdays.
And me.
Any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Our final order of business.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you.